Welcome back. And today I also want to work on some miscellaneous stuff. Just going through some of the to-do lists to see what else is there that I might be able to fix that is possibly broken or needs to be done over. Um, hmm. The input manager has a bunch of stuff. Not sure. Movement, list, to do, doesn't matter. I want to do something about the speed of the player when jumping. I want to keep momentum. But I might want to not keep momentum as well to have more consistency in the aerial. However, if I add the ability to add speed rather than set speed for the jump vector, then it would be pretty funny. So in here, instead of having set the vector, I would want to use plus equal the jump vector. The x direction would be determined by whether or not it's what we want to use. Additionally, we could use an if statement to determine whether or not the speed is higher than the movement speed. So if the stop velocity dot, I think x is where it's more important, is sine of move speed, which is incorrect because move speed is this constant number. So sine here would it be sine? Would it make sense to be sine? What are the other things like sine I could get? the general functions. So absolute, like exponential is same approximately Axman. Can we try a mix between maybe or rap? Something similar to rap? Whoops, go back. Uh, oops. I think clamp was what I was thinking when I saw rap. Do, I think I have something else somewhere in this, which means I might want to find that. Maybe in the dashing? No, in the Game Jam game, I believe I did something similar. I don't know if I actually want that because it's one complicated and two, uh, it doesn't allow the players to be more fixed in movement. It allows them to be very more fluid. In Celeste, the platforming challenges, even if the movement is fairly fixed, it's still got quite complicated and difficult platforming, even though the movement has only 8 directions for the dash. Yeah, so let's not do that. Mm, okay. Primary hurt boxes. Yeah, I'm gonna need to do that. Yes. Okay. Primary hurt boxes. We started on this, but we should actually get this done. So, gonna need to add a component. Node. What would it be? Primary hurt boxes. Welcome under node. This might change the script to node to DL. I know it's behavior based. Never mind. Hmm. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Anyways, okay, let's continue. Primary Hardbox Manager has the host. Yeah, the standing. No, I click standing again. Crouching and aerial. Hardboxes. Oh, I might just do font process. But can't I just call the same thing in the player? Which I'm using one variable to get the component. Very long name, but it's a little necessary. So then non-existent call because it's not been assigned for the player. Mm, I should consider changing the herdable player to be a herdable entity rather than a player as well. If I run this, I'm still gonna get the error. Yep. Um, all of these need a thing underneath. That's not get child. Right? Yeah, so let's think of a ready function. Function for box this or no, I just need to make the three variables that are listed here. What is it? It's alt. That's for me. Tab there, tab there, and tab here. These three need to equal their corresponding thing. Just spread it enough. Get underscore child. I think, do I not have a variable for the hurt box? Okay, sure. Where? Oh, give me Control C, learn, learn, collision shape 2D. To deal with some of the stuff that's being a problem. Run it. And it gets it on a null value because this thing just doesn't exist for the vertical player. Cool. Let me do the 2D check here in the player scene. Kidding me, what? These are not assigned in. Okay, on the regular scene, get the error from this being a null, and then run the singular scene, see if it does anything. And there's no camera. Okay. Run the scene. Okay, so that is the airborne hitbox. I remember that color. Does the standing hitbox work? Maybe. But from what I'm finding, should probably move the primary hitbox mid to some other part. I go with if the thing exists. Simple check, but it deals with the bug out. Okay, grounded, crouching, standing, jumping. I don't think it actually matters. Alright, right now. Wait, why did that hit? This is not the block stun. You should consider turning the hurtable player into a hurtable entity rather than a player. Because it actually is getting annoying. That would mean the stun manager would have to go onto the entity as a component, which I'm pretty fine with actually. It's a fairly self-contained thing, I believe. Just gravity is another thing. What is this called? This is enabling gravity if it has gravity. Um, More so as a debug thing. Debug and hit stuff. And then here, this stun gravity component. This one is nice. Otherwise, gravity component is true. It's always true though. Because if it's stun, it just gets reset to true. Okay. Alright. So I'm okay with that. That removes the need for the gravity component in the stun manager, which gives it the ability to not need this kind of. Also don't really need this anymore because we have a place to set it up now. Stun manager's working. Doesn't have a gravity component need anymore. So the hurtable player doesn't always need it, but it can have it. And this should by default be enabled. Right? Okay. That's good. And also now maybe just use an entity base. Why is gravity exported? It doesn't need to be, it just needs to be attached. So why do you not care about the line? First off, let's double check it's actually not doing something wrong. So facing right is incorrect, so facing left, blocking low, and we're pressing heavy punch. Let's see, now heavy kick. Hit box overhead, so it's gonna hit regardless. Okay. Alright. What else is on the to-do for more abstract things to just do in real life? Can I make this nicer? Okay. So, ask some AI on how to make this nicer. And also delete some chats I don't like have useful right now. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this right now on stream. I don't know. I'm gonna do this so I can do this more on my own. Okay. Let's ask, how can I make this nicer? Let me go dot four. Print this set align stuff. So set hurt boxes active. Okay, let's see. It recommends 1 and 3. Um, I don't feel like making any the array approach might be similar to this one anyways. Yeah, so this and that is the same in 4. Yeah, okay, so we've got 4 boxes, all boxes. Hey, also dictionaries are just like key value pairs. So I could just do something like that. Um, hmm. I need a small function for it? I don't know. Let's try. Func set funcs. That should not be there. Set box. Let's set an collision shape. Um, Ow, my laptop is burning me. It is not nice when it is boiling me alive. But, okay. So we take in a shape, and we set this shape to the two properties, visible and disabled, to true, and the rest for all of them. Just get that treatment. Okay, so for that doesn't need to be like that. For shape shapes on to choose so is on floor and action is pressed down, so these are fine to use. I do all of them in a single array, but then there's just repeated referencing, I guess. Maybe worth it to these a hurt box. I don't know. I'll leave them as a hurt box. I mean, it would be nice if it just took the shape, but no, it doesn't. Or shape in shapes. So, need an array of all of these. On all shapes. Con, which is an array of the collision shapes that we're using. And an array function, which will be uh, append on no. Is there no multi-append? It takes an array, but there's no other option. Okay, that's just annoying. Multi-lines is nice. And then box has the opposite of these. So that set box dot set box scratching. Changing standing and air. Save it, test it. Standing, airborne, crouching. Does work. It's basically the same, but we're saving text. It also is not as painful to look at, except here, which is just evil, I guess. Feels like redundancy, but it's to do consider redundancy. Wait, seriously? Attacker is never used? When is it used? In the damage, and when it's being called again. Okay, why are things just not being used? I guess I'm just bad at some things. Wait, really? I just have dead variables? It's because they're local that's like really surprising me. Comment. Okay, that's fine. anything else that's in an error. It's just there. That is a terrible thing. I'll probably. I don't know. That's intended, yeah. 11 just like underscore with the delta if it's there needed. I'm not using delta in this, I'm just gonna remove it. It's just we're not using it. Interesting, because you can technically jiggle it. Yeah, that's the thing that you can just juggle it like that, but I don't know if it's that how I want it. I think the 100 and X is the problem there, because now you're just like consistently the same distance away from it rather than being able to hit more than once, which I like the idea of hitting at least uh, 2 times of one hit, one attack in the air. Maybe if it's like fast enough or can be canceled into it. Anyways, other miscellaneous stuff. That's me just spamming an attack that has no animation. But there is the side effect. Why do I have two of these? Alright. I guess I just do. Uh, yeah, I guess that's there for something later for like game feel. Game feels like later. Uh, so it stops laying on the ground. Yeah, that's a little bit of a thing. It's just being buggy and annoying. What other miscellaneous stuff could I possibly have? I'm not sure. Most of the is probably gonna have some stuff that I might want to take a look at if I haven't taken enough looks at it. Okay. Basic. Basic is just basic. But what I could do is have some for loops and make it, instead of basic, custom. Which means I want to add to the enumeration for custom. But I may need to do that later. This one I'm going to move up because it is what I just talked about. Right. I think this might be the priority stuff. If I want to make grabs, these are what I want to make. But what if I just say spacing? Make a chacter. Yeah. I feel I have enough for the most part to have basic combos, basic specials, basic stuff. But now I just need to make a character. Okay, I'm going to rename this player scene as test player because they're just rename to test players. Okay. And I might want to new inherited scene or duplicate. I'll name this to play ability char 1. And we will start by removing the entirety of all the attacks. Are you freaking serious? What the hell? You had one job. How is that not working? How? No, because there's no if statement for it. I literally deleted the if statement if there was one. That's insane. Okay, if this and this and I somehow spelled it wrong. This. So 3, 2, and 1. Here all the times. Save. Thank you. Alright. Now then, we have a character um, thing to make. Just need to make the character do some stuff. Additionally, I think actually I'm gonna go into this and change, or is it, should I go into our player, for the herdable player, this has a script here. If it doesn't have an input component, that's a player controller. That is not what I want here. This is what I want. Let's go with the process function. If the stunned is not here, so stunder dot is stunned equals true. Actually equals false. And we're grounded. Okay. Let's test it. Like, how? Because I never signed it. Okay. Deleting some stuff. It's fine. Gravity? Are you not looking? No. Okay, gravity, what are you doing? They should be falling. Is it enabled? Is gravity enabled? Yes, gravity is enabled. So why are you not falling? How much does this really change? There's not even gravity. But it's still okay. That's just not understandable then. Oh wait, okay. Okay, that's like I'm calling fault though. If they're not on the floor, then fall. What is happening? Why is it not letting it fall? It's not even used in there. What the hell am I doing with it? Yeah, it's used here a few times. Alright, why the hell am I not falling? It has gravity. Gravity is assigned. The variable player has it. Question how gravity component how you use filter on. If I just delete this escalator, I can't fall, right? Yeah. We're detecting it, but it's just not moving. Okay. If the thing is enabled and it's got the ability to change itself into the here's the bug. There's the damn thing. I don't know why I'm not following the hurdle player after removing the player portion of the script so that it's an entity like it should be. What's the big difference? I'm moving slide call, that's what. God damn it. Now we're moving it twice the amount compared to this thing. Because it's in both process and physics process, so let's do one, run it, and it should override it. Like that's supposed to be fixed. Do I ever change this to stop after? On ready, I should probably be like cleaned out and finished then, I guess. Existing function. Because apparently I don't have something to tell me when I'm done a clean for the animations other than the ones that I already called. And it's done. Which is literally just this one. 30 clean dot oh, on that one. Host dot clean dot connect signal. To a function. It just ends done. Nope. Also, this is not working. Did this really break it? Yeah, why can't I get hit by this? Do you swear if I hit by it? Okay, my main hurt boxes aren't getting hit by it. Why are there so many broken things right now? Right, none of the three hurt boxes work. Alright, let's change both of these to physics. And player controller and entity. Call it 6. That's fixed. Okay. What else is there? I was trying to do something in Hurdle Player. Or character 1, or stun manager. What was it? What was I doing earlier before I got stuck with that bug? Uh, Connect the signal here. Okay. That is not stopping it. Let me find his stuns. It's never reset to false, which is a problem. So here we're just checking if it's set to false, which it doesn't get changed back to false, so I need to change it in the stun manager. Connect. Punk. Underscore ready. Connect. It's going to be self.connect. Let me just do that to make it simpler. My brain. Self.connect. Self.connect to underscore ready. Oh, goodness. Connect it here. I did it already. And theoretically, this should do it. Nope. There's one sequence of these. It's called finish, but it's not getting the signal I want. Okay, let's ask. I want to get a signal connected in code for a tune um, from node dot dot finished to stun and good to node to dot function. Okay. So manager should tell me how to do it. And connected incorrectly. Can you do that? Oh, it stops. Okay, there we go. A little annoying, but it works. Okay, that's all I'm gonna do with miscellaneous. Um, actually, let me use maybe Instant. Instance sets the speed to 0, which, yeah, actually makes some sense. Known as instant. Got it. Test it. And, oh, that's too abrupt. Nope. And the stun is a bit too abrupt. Um, maybe it's this. Yeah, okay, it's fine. Setting the velocity to 0 at the end is probably not a good idea. Alright, okay. Let me call it there and go to sleep. Bye bye.